The Dallas Mavericks absolutely humiliated the defending Western Conference champion Phoenix Suns in a critical Game 7 that decided who would move on to the Western Conference Finals. We now know that the Mavs absolutely made a statement here by dominating the Suns in this Game 7. 123-90 was the final. At one point, it was a 40-point game. So, look, it was all Mavs tonight, and Jason Kidd is taking a victory lap. Let's take a listen to what he had to say after the game.
Well,
40 points.
We believe in this show today, but we got to go through this journey. And I hate when, we label or cap something. We don't know how far this can go. That's why we got to play them. That's why we showed up to play this evening. No one gave us a chance. A lot of people said it was going to be a blowout. Well, they were right, but they didn't have us on the winning side. And so this is a good win. We're going to understand we are a young team, first year coaching staff. We're getting to know each other, but we have some special people in that locker room that believe in team. And a lot of times in this league, if you are a team, you find yourself winning games that you're not supposed to.
So there you go, Jason Kidd, obviously making fun of the situation that a lot of the pundits had the Mavericks not only losing this game, but getting blown out in the process because they thought that the Phoenix Suns were going to come out and really take care of business. And that is not what happened. In fact, the complete opposite happened. It didn't look like the Suns were prepared. It didn't look like the Suns were ready. It didn't look like the Suns honestly came up to play. And I hate saying that about someone like Chris Paul, who is one of the best point guards of all time, arguably still one of the best point guards in the entire NBA at the age of 36, 37, however old he is, which is a huge testament to how great he is. Devin Booker, who is an ascending superstar I still think he has a ways to go as to what he can be, and that is saying a lot about him. DeAndre Ayton, a lot of people said, look, he's always going to have that crutch on him. He's always going to have that thing of he was picked before Luka Doncic. That is never going to go away. And you could argue till you're blue in the face whether or not that was the right pick. He turned into a pretty good player. But even though all of that, none of them showed up. I think there's a stat out there, 1 for 15. They were the trio of Paul, Booker, and Ayton were 1 for 15 in the first half. When you compare to Luka, who was 9 for 14 for 27 points. By the way, the Suns had 27 points the entire first half. So Luka kept pace with the entire Suns team by himself. And of course, he had people show up as well. Like the biggest narrative against the Mavericks was that they don't have that second option. They don't have someone who can help out Luka. They don't have the person who's going to be that automatic scoring option to give that supplementary, that secondary, those secondary points away from Luka Doncic. Tonight, we saw two people really emerge as people who we really wanted to see in those spots. One of them was Jalen Brunson, 24 points. He also had 10 rebounds. He showed up. Jalen Brunson, we know, is going to get paid this offseason. We also had Spencer Dinwiddie, which was the biggest key to all of this. Because at the end of the day, Spencer Dinwiddie had to be the one to show up. He's the guy that they traded Porzingis away for, essentially. Because of all the pieces they got back, Spencer Dinwiddie was the key piece. They didn't get anything else back, really. Spencer Dinwiddie was brought in to at least be as good as Porzingis was. And tonight, he proved exactly why he was that key piece in that trade. I think he did great. But, of course, all of this is secondary to the greatness we saw out of Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. I've said it before. I will say it again. I said before that Luka Doncic was going to be the best player in the entire NBA one day. Ladies and gentlemen, that day has arrived. Again, this is no disrespect. This is one opinion. If I'm starting a basketball team today, I am picking Luka Doncic. It has nothing to do with how bad someone else is. I never rate these types of greatness things on how bad someone else is. It's always how good one player is. Luka Doncic, to me, is the most fundamentally sound player in basketball. That's bar none. He He's unafraid. He's got that mentality. He's got that oomph, that swagger, everything it takes to be a superstar dominating, absolutely nightmare player in this league. He's got it all. And on top of that, he can score at will, he can get rebounds, and he is an elite passer. Defense aside, look, it's not a defensive league. It's not a defensive league. And he's good enough to match up against some players in this league. So, look, at the end of the day, hyperboles and who's the best, none of that matters. What matters is that the Dallas Mavericks are the ones who are moving on to the Western Conference Finals. They are going to be facing the Warriors. It is not going to be an easy road. The Dallas Mavericks are still going to suffer from who is going to be that consistent next guy. Is that guy still on this team? We don't know. And that is despite how great we saw Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie play tonight. We don't know if that consistent scoring option is there because we haven't seen it. So all that aside, it is going to be a tough matchup for the Mavericks. But the point is, they moved on. They won this Game 7. Luka Doncic now in Game 7s. I believe he's second in NBA history with 62 points combined in Game 7s. He's absolutely insane. In his first 2 Game 7s, I should say. He's insane. Luka Doncic is a beast. Put some respect on his name and get used to it. Let me know what you guys thought of this game. Let me know what you guys think of Luka Doncic, the Suns collapse, all of that stuff in the comment section below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.